All right. This is Conscious Said, Conscious Crazy, also Hip Hop Heads Only podcast. Hey, man, hip hop, high infinite power, killing our people, man. You already know what it is, man. Once again, for the people, man, lyricist, definitely the definition of a lyricist, man. Mickey Factz, man. Yep. For the people, want to
What's going
introduce
on,
you.
man? Mickey Factz from the Bronx, New York. Lyricist extraordinaire. That's about it, man.
Yeah, man. Shoot. I guess, man, it was, it's been in the timeline, IG and everything, man. Just dive into it, man. What's up with the tension between Drake, Kanye, and even Kendrick, man? What was your feelings on that? Because Kendrick, man, he's been throwing shots at Drake for years now. It's like,
I mean, I think it's all in the spirit of healthy competition when it comes to hip hop. I think all three of them are looking for, complete supremacy on top of the game and the minds and thoughts of hip hop purists and fans. And they know that a lot of people do deep dives on these kind of things. So Kendrick kind of, putting it out there, how he's putting it, that's what he does. He has to, stir up the pot a little bit.
oh yeah.
Every time he steps back out. I think Drake and Ye, they just have issues that they have yet to resolve.
Yeah.
With one another, so it's playing out in front of the public.
Yeah, when somebody posts your address like that, it's like, oh man, this dude tripping. It's like, yeah, he was wilding, man. Man, I guess what album do you favor? And what's your feelings on that? Because he just trolls, man. He's been trolling for years, like the two polos. He's the biggest troll.
Yeah, I mean, I rock with CLB a little bit more. I just kind of like when Drake starts rhyming. I like when Drake starts doing his sing-songy rhyme style. The R&B songs actually on this project I'm not too mad at, but for the most part, when he starts getting to his rap bag, it's really dope.
Oh yeah,
to kind of listen to.
I post it every time like time is involved, like Drake like 7 p.m. in New York, like Drake getting busy, like so I already knew he was gonna get busy on that 7 a.m.
Yeah, that's his thing.
Yeah, the lyrics was there, of course, like I could kind of tell like some records might have been dated. I think Drake, he was just trying to drop it. I kind of could tell a little bit like You Only Live Twice, that kind of sound a little old. But yeah, I think it was a solid project. I just favored Donda a little bit more on just the production consistency, but the lyrically, I don't look for Kanye for bars. It's like, what I'm saying? He said in, like down, down, down. I was like, hey, all right, Kanye, I could do this. It's like, what are you doing? Yeah. But I like the production of Donda, like the sound sonically, to A to B. I think it's pretty good to me. But yeah, I definitely I understood the direction Drake was doing. I thought I was gonna get like strictly a lot more R&B, but I feel like do you think this is a mid album? I've been hearing that a lot. You think it's mid for Drake, or is this consistent with Drake? Pretty much his last projects.
I think it's just kind of in vein with his last project. And I think he's trying to stick to that format and that formula.
Yeah, I feel like it. Say it again.
Am I breaking up? I know you have a lag. You have a crazy lag.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Hold on. But close some things. But yeah, I definitely love the Wayne feature, man. Wayne, and we gonna get into like verses of the year because Wayne he been snapping for a while, like a couple, like at least 5 records straight. He been on the street, but yeah, yeah. I think Drake's album is not like in my top. I think Tyler kind of took the year. J. Cole, he's still up there with me. Even Conway and West Side Gun. But yeah. So what's some of your records? What's some of your favorite albums so far? And I definitely enjoyed yours, of course. Definitely. I definitely didn't like. I didn't even know like you and Wale. I didn't hit that was a
For
crazy
me,
story. You and Wale, that was crazy. That was a crazy story.
yeah, that was a very crazy, long time ago. For me, I would have, it's it's so much good music coming out. It's kind of tough to just kind of pick best album of the year. I wonder if Kendrick is going to drop before the year is up. But I did enjoy Ransom's last project. I thought that was really dope. I kind of enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
Also enjoyed. I like Tyler. I thought Pharrell delivered one of the best verses of the year to me. But Tyler's album was pretty good. I wouldn't be mad if somebody has his album as the front runner for all hip hop currently until
you think he's gonna win the BET Awards?
Kendrick drops. Obviously, people are gonna probably. I could see him winning. I'm not mad at J. Cole.
Yeah.
Album either. I thought Cole album was better than a previous stuff. I really enjoyed Cole's album.
Yeah.
So for me right now, it would be Ransom and Tyler. Those are the ones that I listen to most.
Oh yeah, I definitely love that Tyler and Ransom's album. Yeah, definitely had to stream that. It was dope. For me, it's pretty dope, man. And dope features. The sound was. I kind of feel like him and Benny, like they definitely can do like a duo album if they wanted to. Like they got similar sounds, and definitely love Griselda. They haven't missed. They've been too consistent. Griselda, they drop every 3 projects every month or something like that.
It's too crazy.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna be honest, man. I think for lyrics of the year, I think 3 Stacks. And that's kind of what sparked my 3 Stacks versus Jay. It was like, man, it's like lyrically, just lyrical ability and verses like Andre. I feel like they interchangeable 1 and 2. But I know you voted for Jay, but of course I feel like actually Andre won the voting, but it wasn't too crazy hip hop heads. What you saying?
My verse of the year is Pharrell on Tyler's album. So my verse of the year currently is Pharrell on Tyler's album. I really, really enjoyed that verse. I thought that verse was spectacular.
Oh yeah,
I know a lot of people's probably gonna try to give it to Lauren. I see people probably try to give it to Lauryn Hill. I see people try to give it to 3K. But for me, it's Pharrell.
Yeah.
Pharrell, man. Pharrell, he completely left Earth on that Tyler album. But I'm not mad at Lauryn Hill verse. I'm not mad at 3K's verse. I'm not mad at my verse on Ransom album. I saw a lot of people saying it's a contender for verse of the year. Aside from that, shoot.
Yeah, I love that.
Royce's verse on Ransom's first album this year, I think it was 7. Royce's verse on that album was insane. That was a very, very crazy verse. Those are my choices. Me, Royce, 3K, Lauryn Hill, Pharrell. Those are the top 5 verses I heard this year.
Yeah, Lil Wayne, man, he's been spazzing on every record. So Wayne's verses, like he's got like at least 5 that's contenders, so he's up there. Even Eminem's verse on, EPMD. Did you love Nas project, and did you get a chance to listen to AZ? Because I think AZ is like top 2 now.
I haven't heard the AZ project. I've been really hectic lately, but I've been hearing great things about the AZ project. I'm probably gonna try to check it out today on a drive.
Yeah, it's number 2 on iTunes
today. I heard a couple of Wayne verses.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think when you hear one Wayne verse, you hear them all. It's just tough to kind of. It's not like it's no. I mean, Wayne listen, and that's not to take away from Wayne. I think Wayne is incredible. I'm just, what I'm saying is, it's Wayne, right? Like, it's like, okay, it's Wayne. It wasn't anything that kind of made me be like, oh my gosh, like the Pharrell verse, or like hearing Lauryn Hill rap. We haven't heard Lauryn Hill rap in over a decade. It's just different. It's just different. Like Wayne is just always gonna be like, it's just like, okay, the great verse from Wayne. To me, but I don't think any of them are contenders of verse for verse of the year.
I think that's probably like the thing about Andre, because Andre, he comes once every blue moon. So when he drops a verse, like I feel like the mysterious energy that Andre, the true ATLian he is, I feel like that causes the spark of like the love for his verses. But I think, I don't know, it was a good conversation to have, Andre versus Jay-Z lyrically, but I feel like it's tit for tat, of course, like I Do record was crazy, but Jay, of course, he's just been more consistent, too consistent. So, but yeah, do we really need, I feel like at this point, do you feel like the knock on Andre, the albums need to stop? Like, he's still lyrical, he's still crazy, he still spazzes, like, one verse from him, bodies like, 5 or 10 artists, albums. So what you think?
I think Andre is an incredible talent. I think he's I think it's the mystique that comes along with the skill set that he has and provides. This conversational rap that he does is so relatable to a lot of people. And being that we haven't heard him rap in so long, the Lauryn Hill effect a little bit. And I think he, I think I was listening to something. He was being interviewed by Rick Rubin. He said, he's not confident in what he does because he feels like people overhype him too much. So I blame the fans for this. I blame the fans for us having more Andre music. He literally said, like, y'all overhyped him. Like, y'all making him. He's like, yo, I'm just rapping regular, and y'all making this greatest shit in the world. So that puts too much pressure on him to put out. It's crazy and insane how positioning yourself in particular ways can alter people's viewpoint of you. And I think that that's what's happened with Andre. Like, because after Idlewild, he just tapped out, and then he was like, I'm probably just gonna only do features. And then when he's seen the response from the features when he was rapping, Green Light, 16 Ain't Enough, I think he saw people, acting like it was the greatest thing in the universe. And he just kind of was like, nah, y'all niggas is bugging. I'm not more, because it's too much pressure. I can understand that. Like, that's a lot to put on someone, you know what I mean? And people just continue to do it. If somebody else, I always look to this, right? Graf said something about 10 or 15 years ago. He said something 10 or 15 years ago. He said, don't compare me to any of these niggas that's rapping. Because if they were to say my rhymes, you would say they got better. And if I were to say their rhymes, you would say, damn, Graf is falling off.
That's a nice, that's a good perspective on that. Definitely. I feel like, and me finding out about Andre,
it's things like,
I found out that they lost out on a lot of tour money, because he didn't want to, he wasn't up to perform sometimes. And so me understanding, like, he was always like some like insecure, spectacular lyricist. Like, he was like, I was honestly, we're lucky that Andre even wants to rap, or even wanted to rap, because like the type of energy, it's crazy to find out that like he was always a shy individual, but he was a lyricist at the same time. But